Welcome to another Coaster Kev video. Today I'll be visiting Tusenfryd in Oslo, Norway. Funny story, the way I had to get from Farup Summerland to here was supposed to be by ferry. However, it was cancelled because of the big storm that was happening, and we didn't want something like this to happen to us. Luckily, we were able to just take our bus, but it was going to take a long time to get there in the small, cramped bus. But we would be able to get our coaster credits, so that's all that really mattered, right?
10 hours later.
Red-eyed and groggy from the long bus ride and trying to sleep, we finally made it to Tusenfryd. This beautiful area with Speed Monster on top of the hill was just an amazing sightline to come to after such a long time in a bus. Moving on, let's talk about this amazing day at Tusenfryd, filled with ERT and some amazing moments. If you like videos like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video and let me know what you think about these. The excitement in the air from the stinky coaster enthusiasts having spent all this time on the bus was making us excited for the morning ERT. We would first start our way up the hill, up these escalators to get into the park and get our first rides on Storm, the dragon coaster. The park opens up to this beautiful carousel. The long walk up to Storm passes Thunder Coaster, as well as a few flat rides, which are a lot of fun. At the top of the hill, we finally meet Storm, the dragon coaster, in all its glory. We were all ecstatic to try this new for 2023 Gerstlauer suspended roller coaster. With the ERT, we were able to get 2 runs throughout the course, which made it a lot more fun than the usual one cycle operation. On the second launch, you go swinging backwards, and then in the back row is the best spot, since you get so much hang time on this element. Overall, Dragon Coaster is a lot of fun. The hang time on this element was really cool. And then after this, going into this crazy airtime hill was like ejector on a suspended coaster, which was quite amazing. After that, you go through a dive loop and then finish off the ride with this reverse sidewinder. This roller coaster really packs a punch, and it was just an amazing experience for me. Having the 2 cycles, like I said, was the highlight though. Next, we moved down the hill back towards Speed Monster. We got to check out the hydraulic system, which was really amazing. If you ever get to see one of these Intamin hydraulic launch systems, it's really amazing, but also very loud. So air protection is always useful if you're there for a long period. It's impressive to see how this hydraulic system pressurizes all the fluid to launch the coaster. After checking out the hydraulic system house, we were able to walk the infield of Speed Monster, which was really cool. Being able to be up close and personal with this roller coaster was awesome. And then we got to finally start our ERT on this really beautiful coaster. This Intamin accelerator coaster doesn't really have the most punchy launch, but the Norwegian loop was a lot of fun. Overall, this ride is just alright, but it was beautiful scenery as you're riding along the hillside. After this, we made our way to Loopin, which is their Vekoma looping coaster. This coaster was surprisingly smooth for me, and I really enjoyed it. The closest thing to this that I've rode was Ninja at Six Flags St. Louis. However, this is on a much smaller scale. After Loopin, the next closest one was Hurry Hurry. This spinning coaster was a little boring, didn't spin as much as I'd like. After that, we moved on to Thunder Coaster. This Vekoma wooden coaster was very interesting, having the Gravity Group Timberliner trains. Although it's not the most comfortable roller coaster ride, it was a lot of fun. One major down draw is that after the first drop on the turnaround, there's a little bit of a jackhammering that hurts. But the airtime on this roller coaster was a lot of fun, and the laterals as well. The use of terrain on this roller coaster made it really memorable and a very long ride, but getting to the coaster through the queue was a little bit difficult with the steep slope. After Thunder Coaster, we made it down to the Viking area, where they had the Super Splash ride. This water coaster was a lot of fun, didn't get us too wet, which was great. He says it was such a stormy day. But overall, pretty fun, nothing too exciting. Basically just a one and done for me. However, it's definitely appropriate theming for the Viking area with the boats. And then there's Thor's hammer, which was a lot of fun to check out. This Shooting Dark ride was not the most exciting in storytelling, but fun to see it carved into the mountainside. After that, there's this awesome rapids ride called Ragnarok, which really is an amazingly themed rapids ride, my favorite probably. The elements of the rapids ride aren't that exciting, but the overall theming and just kind of storytelling that it does is really impressive. It also runs the course really quickly. Since it runs the course so fast, it's really impressive and it makes you feel like you're going to get a large splash, but for the most part, you stay pretty dry. After Ragnarok, I made my way back up the hill, all the way to the top near Storm for Western Expressen. This junior coaster from Vekoma, pretty basic, very common clone. It was nothing to write home about. After some lunch, I got to go on the infamous Teeny Weeny, which finally the weather cleared up and stopped raining, so we were able to go on this small little kiddie coaster, which is said to be the tiniest coaster, but it didn't seem that small. Since I had all the credits, I wanted to give Speed Monster a final try at the end of the day since it was near the exit. It was definitely better riding it now that it was sunny and not raining on us, but still it was a little sluggish and didn't really pull the forces that I was hoping for. Overall, this park was amazing. The scenery, the coasters, the landscaping, pretty much all of it really. However, the roller coaster collection wasn't the greatest besides Storm, but it was a really fun, exhausting day. I was very happy that we got the opportunity to make it to Tusenfryd. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Coaster Kev, and I'm coasting out.